Saggy, welcome to your April 2026 reading. This is for you if you are Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. Oof. Oof. Okay, quite a few people got this one this month. We start with Judgment. Now, Saggy, Judgment is an interesting card. Most Sagittarians come across as not being very complicated people. You know, you've got quite a happy-go-lucky thing going on. People are often slightly jealous of you looking in, well, I am, from the outside, because you're doing things, you're trying things, you have a natural elasticity in your personality. But of course, still waters run deep and everything, and underneath that there are complexities, okay? The Judgment card, I don't know what these complexities are, and they could be situational, as in they may not be internal, they may be something that's going on in your current situation. But I'm getting something that my mum used to use when she mended clothes. And it's called Wonder Web. That's it. God, why would I get that for you? Okay, Wonder Web, which is, if you're going to sew something together, it's almost like a kind of healing plaster thing that was like a mesh that you would put over the tear or put over where you want to join a garment together. So I'm getting that there is mesh. I'm also getting that there is like matrix. I'm getting that there are kind of tendrily, spindrily things. Okay, that's all they're going to be called until we pulled some more cards. Okay, Five of Wands. Oof. Oof. Thumb wars. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war. Have you ever played that? Or old school arm wrestle. Okay, when you get the Five of Wands, it's not like a big card. It's not spiritual big jobs. It's not referring to something massively huge. But you can get it. And again, I bloody hell, I don't spend my time sewing and knitting. But maybe you do. Please let me know in the comments. Because I'm getting also like a ball of wool. And that in this ball of wool, it becomes tangled. There's a lot of referencing for you here about webs, about nets, about matrices, about things being tangled, about roots. You may be considering a very big question, which, I mean, it's one of the biggest questions is, where did I come from? You know, not literally, but where are your roots? And that's not always where you've lived all your life. It's not always where you are now. It may be, it may not be. It may be that this is not geographical, that this is philosophical. You are a Sagittarius. You are concerned with higher level thinking, higher level energetic practice. There's a wrangling here. There's a wrangling about, where do I belong? And am I in the right place? Woof. Let's take some more cards. Am I in the right place? Where do I belong? Oof. Yeah, I will take that. We've got the Two of Cups coming up here. And the Two of Cups, of course, it has romantic overtones, you know. I call it the you put the phone down first card. It's Venus in Cancer. It's this sense of belonging together. So this could be to do with your relationships. Could be one certain relationship. What's that one? Queen of Pentacles comes up. I love the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is what I call bloom where you are, with the Ace of Swords as well. Bloom where you are. Okay, so when you see the Queen of Pentacles, she's nearly always in woodland or a field like this, or with a cornucopia. You see all the apples and all that jazz knocking around on the floor. Produce, cornucopia. And she's at home with this. She's at home with abundance. But for the Queen of Pentacles, abundance is not like Smug or something where you go into a cave and there's a treasure trove and it'll be gold coins galore and all that kind of thing. The abundance is right where she is. And it's that sense of Pentacles, that sense of homegrown. There's something here about home. There's something here about where do I belong. There's something here about who do I belong with. And this can be among your tribe, your friends. It can be romantic relationships. But where do I belong? Who do I belong with? What am I doing with my talents? And I could be wrong here. And I'm going, because talents is a word that's used, I think, in the Bible. And I don't know if, and I'm just looking it up because it's important. I don't know if it means like baskets of food as well, in a really old-fashioned sense. Here we are. So, talents, capacity, genius, knack, aptitude. Okay. I don't know why I'm thinking this, but I'm just getting this really weird thing for you. Yes! Yes. Sometimes weird shit comes up when I'm doing Sag. Talent is also a measurement. It's a unit of weight. It's a major unit of weight and currency in the Mediterranean and in the Near East, Hebrew, Greek, Roman, typically representing 75 to 100 pounds of precious metal. I knew it. Biblical parable. It originated, oh how weird, the modern term for skill or gift through the parable of the talents, where it referred to a high value currency entrusted to servants. Etymology derived from the Greek talenton, balance or pair of scales. Right. So, when we're talking about you at the moment, and we're talking about your skills, and we're talking about where do you belong, and we're talking literally here about your talents, and this is something, when we get this Queen of Pentacles, that actually can be measured. Literally. So in other words, where are you living at the moment? What home are you living in? What place are you living in? Is this reflective of your talents? Are you managing your finances, your money, your, I mean, with Sagittarius as well, energy and money are kind of just the same thing. I have never met a Sagittarian who is, you know, parsimonious, counting the pennies, sticking the money religiously in the bank. That's not how your money grows when you're a Sagittarius, because it's a case of freedom always. As you know, Sagittarius, you know that you are the sign of freedom. But it's not just, oh, I must be free and things must not bind me. It's like you must be free thinking around your energies, around your talents, around your skills, around your belongings, literally your physical belongings, your spiritual belongings, and your emotional belongings. It's a lot. If this is resonating, please do hype the video. You hit the like button on your phone. This is the best kept secret in YouTube, really. Hit the like button on your phone, get the wiggly thumb, and then you go, a bit like you're on Tinder, left, 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 left. Swing. There should be a hype button, and you can say, I get this, I hype this, I'm in. Okay. Woof. What's he doing here? Okay, so if we look at this, and I'll show you the cards. Let's show you the cards. I'll show you the cards. Hurrah, look at that. Magic. Hello. Let's put these bad boys at the top. So, you can see here, we also have the Ace of Swords knocking around. When we get the Ace of Swords, there is a very strong sense of aha moments. You're going to be getting some aha moments. And then the card that I pull next is like, this is not you. This is the King of Swords. This is someone who knows how to measure things. For some of you, this could be somebody at work. And I don't know if I get like a positive or a negative vibe about this yet. Okay, I don't know. So let's look. Ace. Do you know what I'm going to do? Swing. I'm going to use a different deck for a minute. I don't know why, but it all will be revealed. Right, these cards want to show you something. Let's talk about these. Ooh, Ace of Cups at the bottom. Okay. Oh, you, sir. You. Okay, totally get this, actually. Actually, factually, let's zoom in a bit more. I'm just going to show you these three that came up. Oh, the glittery devil. Did I tell you, Saggy, that this one appeared on my phone as people who I might know? I know, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. This one and the Knight of Cups turned up on my Apple phone. These are people you might know. Categorise them in your photographs. Next thing you know, it'll be making me one of those movies with them in. Anyway, okay, Glittery Devil Man has shown up. Here is the invite, you can see. And there's this puppetry thing going on. Okay, look, we have got this guy first, who is the king of, I want to say the king of boringness, but that doesn't really do him justice. This is somebody that's been knocking around in your readings, and this can either be to do with your love life, it could be to do with your workplace. It's somebody who insists on a clarity that squashes you a bit, okay? They need that level of clarity, you don't. So there's something here about, there is, when you look at this, right, and let's put this in a job sense first. This could be that there is a way that you could do your job, or there is a job on offer to you that if you play the right game and you do the right manoeuvres, you will be remunerated, you will be rewarded, you will be able to get a bigger car, house, whatever it is for you, okay? You'll be able to bank up some finances, feel that you've been paid properly, whatever, you know, whatever your goal is. But, and there is a but, you kind of have to toe the line. And when a Sagittarius toes the line, something always dies off inside them. Now, if you are in a phase of your life where you need, you know, we have these phases in our life, sometimes all of the life, but where you particularly need to save money. You know, there's 2 years where you think, right, let's say you've got a mortgage or something and the fixed rate goes in 2 years and you think, I've got to pay off as much as I can in the next 2 years. So you think, I will go and eat shitty pie. I will go and make the right moves and make the right noises and do the right thing and stay within the lines and accomplish what I need as a short-term goal. And I get that. But if this is about your long term, if this is about your purpose on the planet, your meaning for being here, why am I here, this judgment card, which is a real call. Judgment is, you know, traditionally that you get called, and it's like that whole thing about your life flashing before you, and you get to see everything you've done and everything you've been and where you've, I mean, how terrifying is that? Bloody terrifying, if you ask me. Especially if you're a mutable sign like we are and not exactly got a 5-year plan. It's like, well, I enjoyed my sofa time, or I bummed around doing this and I did not have a plan. So it feels as if you have some, I feel that there is a third way. You have some sort of decision to make between freedom and progress. But what you're really getting at here is a way that you can have both. The devil is temptation to settle. Sagittarians cannot settle. You will settle sometimes, it will never work. Okay? We then have this Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is kind of grassroots. You know, it's saying to you, these roots are big, okay? Roots are massive for you. Not what's my next mortgage payment, or I'm 35 and what happens next, or I'm 62 and what happens next, what should I be doing? It's not that. It's like, this is my uniqueness. This is the root of where I come from. This is the root of what is meaningful to me, and I am going to fight to defend it. 7 of Wands, Mars in Leo. Now that fight to defend it may be your creativity of how you achieve this. That your life is a defense of freedom. And think of that as well in terms of personal relationships, okay, about how this speaks in your relationships, how much you are willing to conform in a relationship, how much you are willing to compromise in a relationship. And we all know that all relationships, love or otherwise, require conformity and compromise of some sort. We get this Knight of Pentacles coming in. Now, he is Mr. Boring. Not in a bad way. We need a bit of boring in our lives, okay? We need a bit of detail. We need a bit of towing the line. But I'm talking here about your grassroots. I'm talking about those quiet moments when you're on your own that Sagittarius has. When you know why you're doing what you're doing, and you can answer that why with a yes. King of Wands, woof. King of Wands is you in your most passionate state. It's you in your fire, because you are a fire sign. Sagittarians are not as obviously a fire sign as the other fire signs, I don't think. You have this strange philosophical mixture. It's more of an alchemy fire than just a raw fire. And I think you will understand me. Let me know in the comments when I say that. Oh, I love this. Just got to make sure. Hang on. Yes. And this absolutely says it all. The Ace of Wands. How far are you willing to go? Okay. How far are you willing to go? I love this for you. I'm going to look at specifically love relationships for a minute here. There will be an extended love reading. I do you and me side by side. So I get very granular in the extended love reading. Oof. I think that says it all. Something is containing you in your love relationships. Something is making you act like you can't move when you kind of know you can. That's interesting. Oh, I love this card. The World. You are also ending a cycle in relationships and beginning a cycle in relationship all at the same time. The cycle of containment is ending. The cycle of freedom will be born out of it. Four of Cups. This is what I call emotional neutral. There is a need for you to take stock in your personal relationships and consider the price of freedom. It's all about it, yes. 6 of Swords. How can you move forward? And there's 2 people in this card. How can you move forward together, but at the same time, stay an individual, be yourself? I think that's always the question for Sagittarius, always. Yeah. We get the 5 of Swords, which is Venus in Aquarius, and we get the Knight of Swords. Saggy, you have a conversation coming up in your love life about freedom, about control, about maybe revelation in a little way, about the truth. You will need to speak your truth. Your truth will be about your freedom. they will need obviously to be able to speak theirs. I don't know what theirs is about yet, because you only really know your own truth. You can't speak somebody else's truth. You can speak your own truth. Okay? I'm going to go do the extended love reading. I will choose a deck for you. I will choose a deck for the other person. I then choose a deck for the middle, which is like the bridge. What brings you closer? And then take shadow cards. What is keeping you apart? And we kind of look at the interplay between dark and light, how you pull together, how you come apart, and just put the relationship under a microscope. Yeehaw! Okay, the link for that is below in the description box. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.